At 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And the Fox 61 News at 10 begins in Milford tonight as police release more body camera video showing a controversial arrest that left one man dead in their custody last week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Hart.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Protesters were outraged over the death this weekend, calling for justice, saying officers used excessive force.
Now the police chief is responding to those allegations. Fox 61's Jake Garcia reviewed the footage and joins us tonight with more on what he learned about the incident. Jake?
Well, Brent and Sarah, Milford police say last Wednesday they were called to the Stop and Shop for an attempted shoplifting. Later, police located who they believed to be the suspect, Michael Brown, in the parking lot of the nearby Big Y. And that's when officers confronted him. Take a look.
Michael, can you stop?
Body cam video released by the Inspector General and Milford Police show the moments officers approached Michael Brown, suspected of attempted shoplifting. Brown had been accused in a number of other shoplifting incidents in the past and had 8 warrants out for his arrest. In the video, officers walk with Brown back to his car, saying he's going to get his license from inside. Video shows Brown getting into the front seat as officers demand him to get out of the car.
Investigating something. I'm telling you not to go back in the car.
A struggle ensues as police say Brown attempts to start his car. In the video, officers can be seen taking keys from Brown's hands. Officers can then be seen pulling Brown out of the car as the struggle continues. Once handcuffed, Brown complains that his leg is broken and he can't breathe.
Problem. My leg is broken.
Brown pleads to the officers for water as police call for an ambulance. Paramedics explain to Brown they can't give him water due to him spitting up blood. He's brought to the hospital, and officers say during the trip, EMS administered Narcan to Brown after he suffered some sort of medical episode on the way to the hospital. He was pronounced dead at Milford Hospital, his death causing protests over the weekend.
Justice for Michael Brown! Justice for Michael Brown! Justice for Michael Brown! There is absolutely nothing that justifies this lethal and excessive force that was used on Michael Brown.
Milford's police chief released body cam video from all the officers involved in an act of transparency. In a statement, he writes, quote, "We welcome this investigation by the Inspector General, and upon its conclusion, we'll conduct our own internal review to ensure that all MPD policies were adhered to during this encounter." And like all in-custody deaths, the Office of the Inspector General is leading the investigation into Brown's cause and manner of death. In studio, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, Jake. Time for a first check on the forecast. After a cloudy but mild day, it's just a little chilly out there tonight. Time to give the air conditioner the night off, I think.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now. Rach, it was a nice day, but the heat is really moving in. When does that happen?
It's lurking. We've got warmer, more humid conditions that will move in after we get through tomorrow. So that's for Thursday and for Friday. And it looks like that might be the appetizer to some bigger heat as we head into next week. Dun, dun, dun. But tomorrow is going to be another comfy day. Right now we have temperatures that are falling back through the 60s in Hartford and New Haven. We've got mostly clear skies and some 50s that are already showing up. So it is going to be another refreshing night, as Sarah mentioned. You can open up the windows, let the fresh air in tonight. Kids heading off to school, maybe for one of the last days of the season. We're starting off in the 50s to near 60 degrees with mostly sunny skies. But I think like today, we will see clouds build up as we head through the midday and afternoon. Overall, maybe a bit brighter than today was, but we still see some clouds increase mid-70s by noon. And we'll see high temperatures between 75 to right around 80 degrees as we head through the day. Again, this is a slow build up to some warmer air moving in. We're going to talk about that, plus the next chance for showers and storms to finish off the work week. That's all coming up in just a bit, guys.
All right, Rachel, thank you. New developments tonight in a story Fox 61 has followed from the start, that being the allegations of fraud that have plagued Bridgeport's mayoral elections for years now. Tonight, arrests have been made, and they include some familiar faces. Our own Matt Karen is in Bridgeport to bring us the latest.
Well, you have all heard the adage, justice delayed is justice denied. It has taken 5 years, but today 4 people were arrested on criminal charges in connection to ballot fraud, including the woman who was caught on camera allegedly stuffing this absentee ballot drop box. Released from custody on a promise to appear in court to face charges of mishandling absentee ballots, will we finally get an answer to the question, where's Wanda? Not exactly. Last time we saw Wanda Jeter, the vice chair of Bridgeport's Democratic Party and self-proclaimed queen, she was proudly celebrating her boss, Mayor Joe Ganem's re-election.
We'd like to talk with the mayor about some of the city workers being arrested for election fraud.
Hi, I'm on. I'll be right with you.
Thanks.
We waited. Fast forward. Mayor Ganem didn't want to talk to us, but his 2019 and 2023 mayoral opponents did.
I always felt like I had been cheated. I didn't know the depth of it.
We caught it live on video directly from City Hall. The players and the actors remain the same.
Both Marilyn Moore and John Gomes say they believe they should be occupying Bridgeport's corner office.
Well, actually, I'm going down to City Hall until Joe Ganem get out of my chair.
Wanda Jeter wasn't the only one arrested. Bridgeport City Councilor Alfredo Castillo is also facing charges, along with campaign workers Nilsa Heredia and Josephine Edmonds. Charges include unlawful possession of absentee ballots, witness tampering, misrepresenting absentee ballot eligibility requirements, and failure to maintain a ballot distribution list.
This is no celebration for Bridgeport. It's a small stepping stone.
When people break the law, they have to be punished.
It's important to note that these charges stem from the 2019 election and are not related to the 2023 election, where Wanda Jeter was caught on video and where a judge also found widespread fraud and ordered an election redo. The State Elections Enforcement Commission has referred that separate investigation for criminal charges to Chief State's Attorney Patrick Griffin.
Well, you're innocent until proven guilty, but I trust Pat Griffin to follow the evidence wherever it may lead.
So does Governor Lamont now regret endorsing Ganem for mayor?
I don't think, look, he's not being charged, but I think we now know who the 4 people are bringing charges against. Pay attention to them.
And the state and much of the nation will be paying attention to them on June 24th, when all 4 of those suspects are expected to appear in Bridgeport Superior Court. Reporting in Bridgeport, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
5 months later, police in Berlin have arrested 2 people they accuse of robbing a gas station clerk at gunpoint. Police say 22-year-old Andre Oliveira de Paula from Millis, Massachusetts, is the man you see on surveillance footage here. This is from the Citgo gas station on Farmington Avenue. Back in the early morning hours of January 12th of this year, a 17-year-old boy, also from Massachusetts, was arrested for the robbery as well. Police believe the pair is linked to a string of robberies in other towns around the same time. De Paula is being held on a $1 million bond. The teenager is being held in a juvenile detention center.
A 48-year-old New Haven man's behind bars tonight. Police say he murdered another man during a fight outside a convenience store. The incident happened near Sam's Food Store on Whaley Avenue on June 1st. Travis James was dropped off at the hospital with stab wounds. He later died. Images of the suspect, Antoine Mike, were circulating on social media. Eventually, police tracked down their suspect. The family of Travis James is thanking officers for their hard work and begging for change.
Even though he has been arrested, it would still be a long process. We still have to go to court. We have to go to court to see the killer. It was a senseless murder, and it needs to stop. And I don't even have any answers for this, but I just know it needs to stop.
Mike's being held on a $2 million bond. He's been charged with murder.
The Ben Bronze Academy in West Hartford held their annual awards and graduation ceremony tonight, and one of the awards has been renamed after Hartford Police Detective Bobby Garton, who was killed in the line of duty last year. Garton attended the academy as a child. It caters to students who have learning disabilities in grades 2 through 12. Well, now their award for most improved in middle school is called the Bobby Garton Memorial Award. School officials say Bobby will inspire their students for years to come.
It's important for our students to know that even with learning disabilities and a great sense of humor, you can continue to push through and strive to be what you want to do. Bobby was always interested in a law enforcement career as he was going forward in helping people. And I think that it's important for them to know that as they continue to move on and make progress, that they can go out and get their dreams, meet them, go on to college if they choose, a trade, but really fill their heart with passion, which is what Bobby was trying to do.
Detective Garden's brother delivered an emotional speech during the ceremony, sharing memories about their shared time at the academy. Bobby attended middle school there in 2001. There was also a table displaying pictures from when he was a student.
Today, a memorial service for a Minneapolis police officer who's originally from New Haven, who was killed in the line of duty. Officer Jamal Mitchell was responding to a call for help. Police say he was ambushed and shot. Mitchell had lived in New Haven for most of his life. He went to Wilbur Cross High School. Most of his family still lives here. Tomorrow, Officer Mitchell's body will be flown back to Connecticut, and an honor guard will escort his body to a funeral home.
I think it's important for the communities to know and the communities to be able to honor and acknowledge the sacrifice that Officer Mitchell has made. And it's important for New Haven to recognize that as officers, but also as a community.
There will be a funeral for Officer Mitchell at Hill House High School next Monday. It's open to the public. You can read more about Officer Mitchell's life and legacy on fox61.com. There you'll find information on the services and viewing hours.